Healthy Rebel Radio is sponsored by the Healthy Rebel app. 300 plus secretly healthy, delicious, mouth-watering dessert and treat recipes made with all-natural, whole food ingredients. Now available for download on the App Store and Google Play. Find out more details at healthyrebel.com.
Welcome to Healthy Rebel Radio. I'm your host, Dr. David Dazer. I'm here with my Daily Health Healthy Rebel co-founder, Amy Lane. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yesterday we were talking about thought patterns that affect weight loss. Things that can creep in, that can prevent you from reaching your goals. We were talking about superficial thought patterns, and we said we would talk about the deeper ones today. We've got so many to go through. These are serious. These are significant. And so many people go through these. I think they're extremely important. One of the ones we didn't talk about yesterday that we should probably cover is about friends and family. It's about socializing. One of the thought patterns that creeps in is, if I am going to reach my goal, I won't be able to participate in social events. Mm-hmm. I won't be able to communicate with family. I won't be able to do the things that I normally do.
Yeah, I'll be banned from my tribe, basically.
Right. I won't be able to go to dinner with my friends. Everything I do for fun is around food. All these guys. What's your stance on this? I mean, how do you help people?
Well, it's not real. So, it's double-sided. So, when it comes to friends and family, if they, are not willing to look at their own lifestyles and aren't the type of people to encourage positive change in others, then you shouldn't expect it in this avenue either. So things may happen, like they may make rude remarks, or they may make backhanded remarks like, why do you need to lose weight? Do you think I need to lose weight? We're the same size. Or,
They begin to internalize it.
Or, with our genes or our genetics, you're never going to get to where you want to be. Or, or they try to sabotage you. You're not going to eat at our get-together? What, my food isn't good enough for you anymore? All that stuff. And honestly, you can't control other people. You can ask people to be supportive of you, but at the end of the day, we can't make anybody do anything. The only thing we can do is control ourselves. So when I changed my lifestyle, and definitely when I became strictly vegan, my family had a really hard time with it. Family events were centered around food. That's just the way it is. So, for instance, my mother, I've always been a very independent person. I've been independent since I was a child. So the one thing she could always do for me is cook for me. So I think, for her, that I kind of took that away from her. So her ego came up, and then it started, well, you're too skinny. Well, what do you want to diet for? And I'd say, I'm not dieting. No. And all those things, and she'd play on my insecurities and my ego and all that stuff, but really she was using me, saying those things to me, but really she was having conversations with herself. She was having her own issues and her own things were coming up. So that was really challenging, when
food is love,
when food is used inappropriately, it's complicated. But the fact is, at the end of the day, if you're an adult, you're a fully formed human, you're in control. So these things will be difficult, but they pass. Now where I am, it's not even a situation. I don't think my mother could give two hoots what I consume or how I consume it. You know what I mean?
It goes away.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. One really easy way to get around these types of things is start contributing to your social situation. So if you're going to a family event or you're going to drink wine with your girlfriends or whatever you do, bring something. It's really simple to get vegetables, put them on a platter, and make some hummus.
It's fun too. I mean, you can generate discussion from that, and you can...
Or not. If the type of people, they feel like you're pushing it on them, be like, whatever. Yeah. And, always use common sense and basis, Instead of saying, I'm trying to lose weight or I'm trying to whatever, I just want to be healthy is a declaration that no one can argue with. Mm-hmm. And If you bring fruits and veggies and, delicious natural things to an event, like, who's gonna, what?
Yeah, there's no argument there, but there's two sides of this, like you already said. There's the connection side, but then there's also the threatening side.
Right.
When that happens, oftentimes you'll have, I mean, not in every situation, but in certain situations, people feel like maybe slighted, or they feel like...
But that's when you own it yourself. This is what I'm doing. I'm not saying anyone has to come with me, but if you want to, let's do it together.
Right.
And that's why, I made huge mistakes when I first started studying holistic nutrition. I had these aha moments, and I felt like my world was, all these blinders were breaking down, and I wanted to bring everybody with me.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, what they were hearing is, you should change. I'm going to be better now. I know more than you.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they were hearing, because I was so excited and so elated. I was pushing it. And the fact of the matter is, we're all on our own path. We're all here to evolve at different times. We can be the example, but no one should preach. It's unattractive. It doesn't work. It only makes, good things look negative. Even though your intentions are great, my intentions were great. But I annoyed people. I own it. Like, I get it. I feel bad now. Like, but I was so excited. I thought I, peeked behind this curtain of a whole new world and was like, guys, you don't get it. There's a whole new situation going on. Like, we don't have to live like this. We don't have to be, and I thought it was a collective thing, but they didn't hear it like that. They heard it like, guys, I'm leaving you, and, you should try to be as good as me now.
For sure.
That wasn't at all my intention, but I understand that it feels like that because they weren't ready.
Well, at least it's positive, though. I mean, at least it was on the positive spectrum.
You don't have to make me feel better for it. I own it. That's part of it, too. You have to get embarrassed and own your stuff, even when it's a good change. So what I'm trying to say is, with your girlfriends and with your family, don't preach. Just be the example. If they're interested, let them ask the questions. And not defensively, because a lot of the times the questions are going to be backhanded, rude, and underhanded. If you grew up in a situation anything like mine, where people are just not ready, and it's a dramatic change.
Yes.
Right? It's like I was just decided to speak a different language, and they were just like, what?
Right. Right.
So, and in social situations, I just don't think it's that big of a deal. We all have social situations, If you know that you're going out to Mexican on Thursday with your girlfriends and it's your favorite place and the nachos are to die for and you are going to be eating those and that's your thing, then don't have a treat all week. The day you're going, have a salad for lunch. Drink all your water. When you get there, order a water with your drink. Pick a good drink option. Don't have the nachos and a margarita. Get the tequila on ice with fresh squeezed lemon and bring stevia in your purse.
Right.
Then have those nachos, be in that moment, enjoy the crap out of them, and then the next choice you make, back on plan. And that's how you live in balance. But if you, Thursday you're going out with your girlfriends and Wednesday decide to buy a Snickers bar on the way home and then you decide not to work out and then you decide to have popcorn when you watch The Bachelor and then you get up in the morning and you're like, well, frig it, I'm having margaritas and nachos tonight. I might as well just have this breakfast burrito from McDonald's, whatever. That's... Yes. You're never going to get anywhere.
That's called a spiral.
Well, it's not just a spiral. Just you're using the excuse of something great to detriment your... if you keep it to one thing a week, you're going to get to where you're going.
Mm-hmm. That's an excellent way of looking at this thought pattern because it's not like everyone's having family events or major events more than once a week.
Well, there's a lot of people that do go. Single people, I have a lot of clients that go out with their girlfriends once a week. And going out with their girlfriends means either going to their house or going out. But pick or choose. If you love wine, eat healthy while you're there. Mm-hmm. If you know you're going to have 3 glasses of wine, eat healthy before you go and eat a healthy choice. There's so much choice nowadays. You can't tell me you can't make empowered choices. If you're going to someone's house, bring healthy choices. Mm-hmm. No one's going to be mad that you bring more food to a party.
No, exactly.
It's about breaking down the excuses to a common sense place.
Yeah, and I think you've done a great job of this. I mean, this is obviously a huge one. This comes up so frequently. I see it all the time. Mm-hmm. Especially when I'm doing elimination challenge diets. Mm-hmm. Or, we're actually treating conditions. Not that being overweight isn't a certain type of condition, mm-hmm. but it's still challenging.
Right, and I mean, I have a lot of people that have business dinners or travel.
Exactly.
And, you know, there's not much you can say to me that I haven't done and done well at. You know, I'll have people that'll say, well, but I'm going to Disney with my kids. Yep, did that. I lived in Florida on Disney for 3.5 weeks, and guess what? I didn't eat one Disney crap thing.
No, I did.
That's a whole nother story.
That's a different story.
You know, I'm going camping. Yep. Do that multiple times a year. Here's how you handle it. You know, I'm going to be driving long distances. I've driven across America and Canada 3 times in a 2-seater vehicle. You can't tell me things. Like,
it can be done.
It all can be done. It's just if you want to.
Yeah.
End of story. And, you know, business dinners. Like, you know, you go to a restaurant. I get it. You can't tell me this day and age that you can't find something unless your business dinners are McDonald's.
Right.
There's always there's
even going to be some options.
And even at McDonald's, there's salads these days.
Yeah.
You know, dressing on the side, croutons on the side, whatever you have to do. Like it. Sometimes people, I think, view things that if it's not perfect, then they just pick off the rails. And this all or nothing attitude that's been bred in our society has made us insane. Mm-hmm. You know, just because it's not perfectly on plan, like the salad comes with a little extra olive oil and there may be whatever, and like you're not used to that. It's okay. Just be rational. Yeah, don't eat the breadsticks. Don't eat the extra thing. Just do your best, and then move forward. You know, it's just don't pile crap on top of something that's already imperfect, and you'll be fine.
Exactly. Don't stress about it too much. And that's what we try and promote in our programs. And I mean, sometimes there's questions where it's like, in my family, there's most likely going to be some oil or some healthy fats before 4. That's going to happen once in a while. And that's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right.
It's just because there's healthy fats, you don't say then, to hell with it, I'm going to have a piece of cake. Like, that doesn't equal this.
Exactly.
That's irrational.
It doesn't mean there's also cake with lunch.
No. There's no cake. Yeah. You know? It's if you consistently do your best, you are planting seeds where good will come. Yeah. And the worst thing you can do is psych yourself out. Mm-hmm. Because it's when you psych yourself out that you spiral, and then you continually make poor choices, and then those poor choices give poor results. That's just it. Yeah,
and your analogy is always that then you're just digging up the seeds and you're just throwing them out. Or like something like that.
Oh, in that case, you're more just pouring toxins on the seeds they can't grow.
Exactly.
You know, but you have to have a little faith. You have to take the time necessary for change to happen, and you have to do the work. It's not magic. Mm-hmm. It's very simplistic, and we've overcomplicated it, and we've watched these diets overcomplicate it, and we've watched society overcomplicate it, and it's really not that complicated.
No. It's true.
But we have to be intelligent, we have to be adults, and we have to make empowering choices consistently. And we have to own our crap. Definitely.
I've got a few other ones here that I think we should cover. I'm not sure if we've covered this one or not yet. Have we done the thought pattern because I've never done it, it's not possible? Did we do that one?
I don't know, but it's a big one. Because the first line usually I get when someone starts a program is, hi, my name is whatever, this is my goal. Just want to say that every time I've ever tried to lose weight, by week 4, this happens, then I start to gain, then whatever. Yeah. And it's like, no, it's not true. What you're saying may have been your past experiences, but if you can own that you're creating them, and the very fact that you're dragging this into this conversation right now, as in that it's going to happen in the future, you're the only thing that has to change.
That's some deep work. I can feel some egos flaring up right now.
Yeah, I used to flare up too. But it's too bad. If you really want to change, then you have to hear things that make you feel uncomfortable. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to change. If we all just stayed cozy in our little comfort zones, then everything that it currently is what's always going to be. So if you're good with that, that's where you stay.
Right.
Okay? If you want to change, you're going to have to change the way you act, the way you think, the things you say, and your reactions to things. And that's reality. And I'm not saying it from a place of you. I did it. I'm doing it. I do it. You know, we all have to do it. Anyone that wants to live a progressive life where you reach your dreams and you reach your goals and you become optimized and you consistently feel good, you're gonna have to be uncomfortable. You're gonna have to be honest.
Well, it's applicable to everything. I can think of so many examples in my own life where I've had to change those 3 examples that you went through of what you need to change, where it's been exactly that. You do that and good things happen.
Yes.
Like for me, it was learning French. I had to become bilingual all of a sudden. To graduate from the university I went to, you had to be fully bilingual. And in the first 2 years, it seemed impossible. It seemed like, oh, this is never going to happen.
It's never going to happen.
It's not going to go down.
Why would it? You couldn't do it. You did French immersion in school and you never became bilingual, and you were younger and your brain was more pliable. We lived in, 30 minutes from a place that was completely bilingual, and you didn't become bilingual then, Dave, so why would you ever do it?
How was it going to happen?
You always tried a bit. You always failed.
Yeah.
Like if you stayed there, right?
Yeah.
But you had to dig deep and say, so I've never done it. I don't have a family member that's ever done it. I don't have a friend that's ever done it. But I'm going to have to figure out a way to do it, and I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let go of all the past crap that has kept me from doing it before. Right?
Mm-hmm. Well, and on top of that, it was a complete thought pattern switch where I said, okay, I can do this. Like, I had to make that conscious choice because of that. Yes. Exactly.
The first part is losing the story of what's happened before.
Just forgetting about it. And I'm pretty good at forgetting things like that.
My story was, I know how to, shed 12 pounds in a month. I can shed 12 pounds, but come week 6, I gained 20.
Yeah.
Now, if I just kept that going
math does not add
That was
up.
life. That was my life. That was my yearly cycle. That was my life. That is reality, So if anyone was trying to tell me any different, I'd say, but you don't get it. This is what has always happened.
Yeah, you don't know me.
You don't know me. This is my story. This is what has happened verbatim. Yeah. This is how it goes. I had to let that crap go. It doesn't serve me. Like, why am I carrying that story around? Who cares?
Right.
It's just past results from past actions. It's nothing more. It has no weight. It can't come get you. Nothing can come get you unless you keep doing the exact same behaviors that created the exact past results. So if you want to believe that story, and if you want to bring it up here to today, then that's what you're going to get. But if you want to let that baggage go, you can change and have different results.
Yeah. It's that conscious separation from past experiences. We talked about this on the show for many different things before, mostly surrounding other aspects of health, but it's so important with these thought patterns.
And then if you can get to a place of affirmative, like whatever that your goal is, if you can then...
Like you said, that's the next step.
That's the fuel. That's the gas on the fire. That's the winner's mind. That's what a winner is. Like, that's when you see these elite athletes that are, quote, in the zone. That's what that is. Yeah. It doesn't matter if, like, you see them and they're, like, they're not hitting shots. They're not hitting shots. This is a basketball reference. They just keep believing that they're going to hit the shot and then they're going to get in the zone. And you have to be, like, your own champion. You have to be your own hero. You have to believe in yourself no matter what. And sometimes our little flame of hope is really tiny. But from the tiniest of hope, the greatest things can come. Because it's hope what it pushes us forward. It keeps us going. Like, it creates change. So let go of your story if it doesn't have any weight in the arena of good. Let it go. It's over. It's done. Can't come back to get you unless you create it.
Right. And then, like you said, you've got to fill it up with something separate. So often I'll go through with people the core things I know about their true self and help them sit back into that. Some core positive things about your personality and maybe what you've done or who you are. And then rest in that. Or you can just fill it up with, this is what it feels like to be in the zone. I'm in the zone. Here I go, right? Like, you can make that conscious choice if you're there.
Just sometimes realizing that, say, like, for example, I've completely let go of those thought patterns, and my life has been, completely free of those for almost 10 years. Like, I'm not special. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like a magical human.
Well,
I am.
We
all are, or we're not. But you know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, I feel like we set certain people up like, oh, but they're this. oh, but they're gifted, they're special, whatever. And what I'm constantly trying to say is, like, you are just as special as me. Or not as special as me. It's whatever the way you want to look at it, whatever makes you feel powerful. But, like, anything that, like, I've been capable of, it's just an example of what you're capable of. And that goes for people that have done, obviously, way better things than, you know, the least among us can do more than what we've seen. It's just that if we allow it and we access it.
Right.
You know, we're all special or nobody's special. Either way, we're all capable of doing great things.
I love that. Really well put. That's excellent. I've got one more to go through, but we're going to have to postpone until the next time.
Okay.
The series continues. Thought patterns affecting weight loss.
Okay.
That's Healthy Rebel Radio for today. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.
See you.
Healthy Rebel Radio is presented by the online health and wellness center, DamieHealth.com. Since 2009, Amy Lane has successfully coached thousands of women through her signature program, the Bikini Body Program. Join today to work exclusively with Amy to unveil your greatest yet to be from the inside out. Go to DamieHealth.com for more information.
Thank you for listening to Healthy Rebel Radio. Please connect with us on our community pages on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram, all at the handle @DamieHealth. For weekly recipes, articles, and all our episodes straight to your inbox, join our newsletter at DamieHealth.com. You can find all the links discussed in today's episode in the show notes. Thank you for joining us, and see you tomorrow.